Here we are, back at it today. Got a few things here, so we'll go and get it. Just right into it. I spending the last several hours working on stream stuff, so let me think. Andy, I don't know if there's anything you could help with. Uh, if you're like have my Twitch channel up, if you want to try unfollowing me and then following me again, I kind of
Yeah.
want to see what happens. I don't know. If you have my channel up. If you don't, it doesn't
Okay,
matter.
I'll do that right now. So, you want me to unfollow you?
And then
And
refollow.
then how do I unfollow you?
There should be like a purple heart, like underneath the video.
Why would that? Why would a heart mean follow? Like, what?
I like how
That's like so stupid.
distant you are from Twitch.
It's like heart usually means like.
You're
Right?
like,
So what is like? How does a heart represent follow? Like, I don't know. It's so weird. What
wait,
a weird concept.
do you see it? Is it
Yeah,
there?
but I don't want to click it because it's pissing me off. All right, well I'm gonna follow.
All right. Let's see if this works.
Okay, I'm unfollowed. Now what?
I don't know. Let's find out. I don't know if any. Oh, wait a second. Okay, I see my follower count went down by 1.
Uh-huh. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't expect that.
It hasn't gone back up yet. Have you followed yet?
Do you want me to follow you back?
Yes, yes. Follow me back.
Oh, let me click the heart.
Ah, very cool. I finally have stream notifications on
Oh,
after
there
like
you go. Andrew Park is now
two and a
following.
half years. I finally have stream notifications. Kari,
Cool. Did
welcome
you
to the
customize
stream.
that, or was that like a preset thing?
It's like an add-on. Like the way it's set up, usually people like just like they do like or they put add-ons or like little plug-in sources into their broadcasts.
Can you see how many people, how many subs people have?
Oh, I don't know. You might be able you might be able to find out for like the bigger ones, but I'm not sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But Kari, welcome to the stream. No packages today. We opened all 9 of them yesterday, and I didn't have anything new come in
All
today.
nine?
I had 9 packages to open yesterday.
Oh,
Alex redeemed them all. All right.
people enjoy. I didn't know people enjoy like you opening packages, because usually you would make me tell you to do it, or you would make me do it.
Well, yeah, I did. And it's like sometimes it's that like I want someone to redeem it because like I need a package to be open to proceed with the stream. All right. Sag, time to earn more points. A. Anytime's the right time to earn points, Kari. Alrighty. It's been a while since we've worked on this. Oof. So we're just gonna go straight back into it. So, stream notifications look like they're working. It's pretty exciting. Oh, Diddy. Welcome, welcome. Just found out today. Diddy also has an August birthday. So this is the last stream before our build-a-thon. I'm not going to be streaming through the next 3 nights, but we'll be back here on Monday for the first build of the build-a-thon. Overloaded the crap out of my OBS. It hangs half the time now. Yeesh. So, I was intending on doing something really, really crazy for notifications, and I've always intended to, and that's why I never put them in. Because I was always just planning on doing something really, really gnarly, but I need the notifications for the build-a-thon. So I decided to just do the fallback plan of using stream elements. I think like a lot of people do. So much filters and channel point scripts running on it. That's chill. I'm so excited for it to start. Build-a-thon. Been doing so much prep for it. You guys should, I think maybe when it's all said and done, I'll, publicize the to-do board. I think ever since I started planning it, like, maybe a month and a half ago, I've gotten through apparently 65 items. 65 to-do items to get through. To get to where I am here. And there's still a few more to do through this weekend. There was more I was supposed to do, but you know, some things come and go. So we got just a little bit here. We're doing some Green Alps tuning. And there isn't a whole lot. We could do this, and then there's like another thing we can kind of do after it. Another couple of things. I actually just set up marbles for the first time. So we can maybe test that out. There's also another little keyboard thing. Just to chill. Sort of chore stream tonight. And just testing a few things out. Wish there was something to hold on to alp stems. Kind of like the jewel grabber that people use for MX. But I just don't know what would actually fit the shape of this. Because right now, I have to squeeze pretty hard. I got through this pretty quick. So this is my third pass of these green alps. I'm supposed to wait a day in between, but I think between my first and second pass I waited like 4 days, and then between my second and this is the third pass I waited like 2 weeks. So I hope this is like okay. So what, like 80-ish stems. The housings are way easier. So excited. Something else I was working on earlier. We gotten the giveaway list ready. Hope you guys are excited. We're gonna publicize this tomorrow. Going out on Instagram. Alrighty. Got the first early column here finished up. Also, I might not have mentioned this. Yeah, I feel like I may have somewhat failed to mention this, but over the last 2 weeks, shouts out to everybody who followed while I was offline. Took some time in between streams. Yesterday was my first stream in almost 2 weeks. Oh. So for the VOD, just to acknowledge everyone. Everybody, thanks for following. LW88, Fiend AU, Rulin 39, Anubis Prime lives. Nordell, Steve ML, Jeff Leopard, Cherukala, Oberguyman, Jesse Poo, and Summer Vicky 9. Thank you for the follows. Appreciate y'all. There's like something funky on this stem. Just we'll get it next time. So these guys right here, like I mentioned, need about 24 hours to dry. So tomorrow, maybe a little bit less than 24 hours, I'm gonna pack these all up so that I can reassemble them for where I'm headed off to for the weekend. Kind of wish that I could have done this a little bit earlier, but yeah, things happen. I'm very curious to see how they'll perform though. I have a couple of unlubed green alps. I'm just kind of using them as controls. They are all ultrasonic cleaned. These plus the unlubed ones. Hey, Addictious! Welcome back to the stream. Always glad to have you. Whoa. We're back at it, lubing these green alps. Third pass. We've waited about 2 weeks between passes. You're supposed to wait like 24 hours. But we kept this out. We're doing our last pass. And we'll reassemble probably tomorrow night or Saturday. But I'm probably going to be doing that off stream. We've been spending a lot of this time, a lot of the last month and a half, just prepping. A lot of prep going on stream and a lot of prep off stream as well. I'm excited to be able to share. Tomorrow we have the actual full giveaway list gonna be up and published to Instagram. If anyone wants a tiny, this is a tiny spoiler. The doodles are gonna be replaced with photos. On the actual flyer ad. Yeah, I'm excited. Oh my gosh. slightly upside down. Hopefully we'll get this to work. Not too bad. Not too bad. I wish there were an easier way to loop these. I really do. It's like, it's interesting. And it's like, it's interesting, and I think that's what makes it fun, but just wish there were a better way. Like some kind of jewel grabber like thing we use for MX stems. Wonderful thing to look forward to since I want to buy an Alps PCB. I only have such suggestions for 60s. I am probably not going to paper mod these. I mean, I guess I could down the line, but not for the build this is going in. Just realized. Is my build command today correct? Ah, it is. I guess it was just incorrect yesterday. We did get through all the mail yesterday. We had about 9 packages to open and 0 today. I guess in a way, maybe I was hoping I would get more packages in today, but it's not quick enough. On the other hand, maybe I'm sort of glad I didn't. Sounds like I got too many packages, you know? Oh my goodness. Alright, let's reloop this. I don't know, maybe that's not a problem many people share. Maybe it's just me. Too many packages. For those who tuned in last night, we did some film photo scans. A lot of them were keyboard or build-a-thon related. Love getting packages out. Sometimes there's too many. But it is always like a little dopamine rush for sure. Yesterday we did some photo film scans, keyboard related, and also Build-a-thon prize related. So for anyone who tuned in, I actually I had the actual photos of those Build-a-thon prizes. Dopamine, yeah. All right. We finished that column. Just a few more left here. Um, one thing I have not yet done is I have not yet updated my portfolio or the my personal website to contain those images that I just had done yesterday. So gotta go and update that. Probably either gonna be after stream tonight or possibly, I don't know, sometime hopefully early tomorrow. We do have stream alerts up. Followers, raids, bits, subs, gifted subs, hosts. I think those are the big ones. Those are expected. We did it a little bit more in a simple way. We just used stream elements. Been planning to do it another way, but needed to get this on time for the build-a-thon. It's my goal at some point down the line to build something really, really full-fledged and agnostic of stream elements or stream labs or anything. I have kind like I kind of have a vision for what I want. It's just there's a bit to it. So one thing I hope is to like possibly, in addition to all of that, have integrations for channel points as well. So that way spending channel points can also bring things up on screen. Which I know that there's other tools out there for use, but again, really customizing it is what I want to be able to do at some point. Thoroughly. All right. I could spoil a little bit of the second half of this stream tonight. Here's a question for anybody who is in here. What's like the worst, or just like, not worst, but like, what's your least favorite, or maybe you know of like one that's looked down on? Least favorite like Switch. Because I've got parts. I've definitely got more parts than I'll ever kind of know or use. And I think there's a chance here we can work on something very, very ridiculous. And in fact, I mean, I already kind of have my idea of what I want to do, and I raised it to Mr. Gym Leader Nathan. He was like, "Oh, please do not do that." So, because he said that, I think we have to do it. Let me know what you think. And I'll show you what I've got after we finish all this. I'm now realizing I think there's still a little bit more for the build-a-thon that I would have wanted to build. And I don't know if I'm going to get an opportunity to. But we can probably cook something up. At the very least, there's a really, really crazy or silly fallback plan. We're gonna go by sub points. So we're at X number of sub points right now. It's not a very high number. But as soon as the build-a-thon starts, I mean, we get that, the quote-unquote head start. And I need a counter. That's the thing, I need a stream counter. I don't know if there's a switch I hate. Ooh. You got tastes all around the spectrum. Guess the Holy Panda situation, but that's a bunch of switches. Alright, alright. I made an interesting discovery recently. Alright, I'm gonna tease it a little bit. So I got my hands on some Gateron blue inks. They're a clicky, like it's like a click jacket, I guess. And it's crazy because, how do I put it? Construction-wise, it looks just like cherry blue, and I grew up with cherry blue just in this, before the cherry patent expired. Looking at the switches, I mean, it's just cherry blue, and that's what it is. And so like I look at the Gap Blue ink, I open it up, it looks like a cherry blue. But the click is just way crazier. I think, I don't know. Like it in my hand, bare switch, pressing down a Gap Blue ink, as well as a cherry blue. The Gap Blue ink was actually louder, and I didn't. Okay, you got a point about the Cherry MX Blue. I hate the click jacket. So I was surprised because I didn't anticipate that the Gap Blue ink jacket would be like, it would appear to look almost like a cherry blue, but the actual sound is different. It's like louder. There's a point where I was okay with cherry, like when I first started out, I had a cherry blue Quickfire Rapid. Now discontinued pre-built keyboard. It's a good board. And I don't know. I didn't hate it, but I didn't really particularly like it. And there was a point where I might have started liking it a little more when I was hearing it in different kinds of like more resonant sounding cases. But for the most part, there's a steep decline in my enjoyment of it. And I think it was like, again, at the time, this was a long while back, but getting spoiled by other keyboards that had a nice clickiness to it. Specifically things like a Model M's buckling spring over membrane, a Model F's buckling spring over capacitive PCB, and also like things like Blue Alps. So my distaste for it kind of arose because I found other like click style switches that I just liked better, which is like kind of unfair, right? It's like, why would you hate something more because you like something better? I guess it's like a little bit of a weird thing. And maybe it's just like the marketing, you know? It's like with the rise of mechanical keyboards, maybe it's that I might have been a little bit bothered when some people would say that, oh, they had some kind of a clicky keyboard. It's just like a simple cherry keyboard or cherry blue keyboard or some other clone clicky switch. And maybe that's like the gatekeepiness that kind of arises when you first get into a hobby. Is that like you want to look down on others just because you think that you have more information. But anyways, I digress a bit. Yeah, I just found it interesting that, I mean, a Gap Blue ink, like, I mean, it looks like a, you know, it's a clicky switch, like a clicky MX switch, so basically a cherry blue clone, but in hand, I haven't mounted it to any keyboard yet or anything, but in hand, it sounds like a lot louder than the batch of, or the several batches of cherry blue switches that I just happen to have. Okay, not a switch itself, but having to keep track of what films to buy for what switches. Interesting. I just go desk keys pretty much all the way around. The only situation where I didn't go desk keys was Aqua Kings, because it's just like I wanted to sort of Aqua Kings, and I want to say it was either my Zelio switches in my Polaris or my Telios in my GAF 60. One of them, or maybe both. But I ended up using like those thinner transparent switch films just because like I didn't want it to like Like I wanted the switch to still remain looking pretty transparent. It's gonna become a thorn in my side. I just got 110 films from Deskies and Alucap with it. Right on. Yeah, but otherwise, pretty much when I don't go transparent or translucent housings, or even sometimes I do, um, for the most part, pretty much I stick with Deskies because, yeah, like I get wanting to try different stuff, but like having to keep track just seems super annoying. So if I can keep as little track as possible, I'll just do Deskies every time. So my lube here, just to make mention, it's very thin and tall, and I don't want to spill it. So I've been like keeping it off the desk mat, where I know it's like a desk mat is pretty bouncy. So I don't want to like unintentionally knock it over. So I keep it over to the hard end of my desk, just past the desk mat. So every time I'm going over here, I'm dipping to get a little bit more lube. And that's just because I don't want to put it here on something that's not sturdy. Let's try this. We don't have much left, which is nice. You know, I've been intending to try is there's nothing stopping me from it, but there are some like, hey Patness, what's going on? Glad you could be here. This is the final stream before the build-a-thon starts on Monday. Where every stream I've been doing has been in preparation for this, so this is gonna be part of the build-a-thon. These green alps, and this has been kind of persistent for a really long time. On stream a couple months back, I desoldered these from the Zenith Z150 that I bought off RMM. I disassembled them, and then I just kept them out in open air for such a long time, until maybe about 3 weeks ago when I finally decided to start lubing them. Looking forward to, hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate that so much. You have no idea. I've been working trying to prep this for so long. I really hope people come by. We'll see. I'm just trying to do this little push here. See if we can get some people in chat and make this a little fun. So we've been prepping. Yeah, we've been doing this, and so Alps tuning, I mean, I guess when you lube, you need like several passes with like a dry lube. So this build's been a long time coming. I've been meaning to do this for a long time. Yeah, it's been an interesting ride. It's been an interesting ride for the last year. It's been an interesting ride in the last couple months and weeks. I've been like debating on whether I don't know, a lot of people here must know, but I've historically streamed a lot of different types of content. And I was trying to figure out or wait to sort of see. And I think it was just kind of a matter of time since returning to the hobby that I think I want to at least primarily make my mark as a keyboard streamer. And I think I've just been waiting. I've been waiting to figure out if that's really what I wanted to do. Because, again, all different types of streams. And I think this buildathon, I hope, might just be a way to push me into that. A lot of it is motivated by the fact that, like, I know, at least my history and just the things that I've had in my collection and the things that I've added to my collection, that I have so much potential of just content, like straight just I have a lot of like things that could be content, and it just makes the most sense that like, well, I can use streams as a way to actually like complete these projects. And I think that this is really, I think, things that people might be interested in. Maybe a little bit more so than the types of things that I otherwise do on stream. And it's like, I think that among all the things I stream, I think just in general, keyboard content happens to be the type of thing that I mean, how do I put this? I'll put this like I'll try to be how to put this, realistic, but also like sympathetic as well. Is that like, from my standpoint, keyboard content is like pretty like very easily consumable. And I guess I'm not sure if I'm projecting or how real it really is, but I kind of think it just in general is. Like, I think that when I share my keyboard content, I think something that people enjoy a little bit more than some of the other things that I do, and some of the other things I'm interested in. So as much as I like sharing all of the rest of the things I do, I think there's just a bigger market of people who enjoy this type of content. So yeah, I can be even more frank. Keyboard streams have been on the rise the last year, man, but you always see the same consistent 5, 10, 15, 20 people. Yeah. So I'll just be very frank here, because I feel like I'm beating around the bush. I love playing Splatoon for the Nintendo Switch. I love photography. I love writing code. I love PC gaming. I do all of those things. I do. I just think that there are less people who might be interested in my sharing of that type of content than there is people who might be interested in this. And so like, why would I necessarily withhold that from everybody, especially knowing that like I only have such limited time in the week. So it's like, hey, let's share this. I think your film developing stream is pretty cool too. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you. And that's the thing. I really enjoy doing it. I really enjoy, again, all those things, photography included. But I think it's just wise, I think, for everybody, that I distribute my time in a way that makes most sense. And I'm gonna definitely 100% continue to stream photography related content. But I don't necessarily know that I have as much, or that I can like um, smartly devote time to it, quite like I can for all the stuff I have with keyboards. So, but I appreciate it. All right, this is the last green alp stem that I'll be lubing. It's been a wild 3 passes of green alps lubing. All right. That concludes the green alps lubing. So, alrighty. So we'll set this aside. Next up come the housings, and these are so much easier to lube. Because I don't have to orient, I don't have to squeeze really hard to make sure I don't drop things. Just hold it with my hands. Alrighty. I think what I want to do is I'm gonna dump this all out on the desk mat. And then I'll keep the transportation paper towel off to the side, and then I'll just throw them on there when when I'm finished with each housing. So this should be quick, I hope. Just a few minutes here. So this is really what I wanted to finish, tuning Green Alps. But we'll definitely stay on. We'll definitely stay on for a little longer. There's a number of things that we can do and things that I want to be able to do for the rest of the stream. So whoa, Rolly, thank you for that big ol' raid. Oh my goodness. Gerald T, Rolly, Instigator, Voodoo Bear. Oh my goodness, thank you, thank you. That big ol' raid, party of 32. Rolly, I hope your stream went well. Project PTTV, right on. Little raid chain. Guys, welcome everybody. Rolly, if you're still out there, hope your stream went well. Let me know what you were doing. Guessing some keyboard content. Hey, welcome, PTTV. Welcome. For those of y'all that don't know, CG Buen, real name Chris. As you might see, it's my birthday coming up in just a couple weeks, 2 weeks from now. But starting Monday until that point, August 9th through the 20th, we'll be hosting this birthday build-a-thon. So, 12 straight nights, 12 consecutive nights of fun projects and giveaways. Some exciting giveaways. We're going to actually publicize the giveaway list tomorrow. So stay tuned for that on Instagram. For anybody interested, hit that build-a-thon, !build-a-thon command for more information, but more to come too. Voodoo Bear, yeah, I'm readying up as I can. This is actually part of it. We're lubing some Green Alps. We're lubing this housing right now. Third and final pass with this dry lube, this RO59. Stiletto, welcome back. One mecha. We looped some 808 inks, had some throwback rock tunes playing. Oh, right on. How throwback? Like what era? What is I mean anything anything that's not this current moment technically is a throwback. So was it like 2010s throwback, some 2000s, some 90s, some 70s? What you got planned? Slow but happy birthday. Yeah, it's a long burn of a happy birthday. 12 days. 12 straight nights of builds. We're gonna publicize all the more information there. 90s, 2000s. Ooh. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, I'll introduce myself. Teenage Angst, right on, right on. I'll introduce myself. My name is Chris. I have been in the keyboard hobby since about 2012. And it took a little hiatus from about 2017 to 2020 when, the pandemic came back, when I came back. For those couple of years that I was on hiatus, I was actually spending a lot of my time going to live music events and just trying to shoot film photography from the pit, just like literally from like the GA pit. And I would say I would primarily go like 60-70% hip hop shows. Maybe, yeah, about 60 to 70% hip hop shows. But every now and then, like rock bands that I liked from the late 90s through early mid 2000s would come by the Bay Area. And those were always fun to go to. So, you know, wonder what your teenage angst bands were like. Everyone's a little different even within the genre, but within those last couple years pre-pandemic, I was fortunate to see who have I seen? I saw Korn a couple times. I've seen Incubus, seen Nine Inch Nails a couple times. What else? At the Drive-In, Puddle of Mud. Those are the ones that come to mind. But yeah, I don't know, I would say maybe like from about late 2015 through the pandemic, I must have been to like 200 nights of live music. Maybe more. There were times where I was going out, like the occasional week where I was going out 4 concerts in a week. Those got tiring. So you guys might be able to tell I might not have had enough time necessarily for keyboards. When the pandemic rolled around, I mean, stay inside, and then I realized I had this whole pantry of stuff from a 5-year span when I really, really enjoyed it and brought me back. So here we are. Try to get a nice healthy mix of, my appreciation of what we modern, like what's popular and modern today, as well as, I've been doing a lot of alps stuff for the last year as well. So we're enjoying it. Appreciate the raid, that big old party. We were discussing a little bit if anybody has any thoughts or opinions. Least favorite switches. Least favorite. Switches that you've tried or switches that you own. What's maybe your least favorite? Pretty cool being here. I get to see a nice mix of older and newer things. Hey, appreciate that. Let me know what y'all think, because after we finish these housings, better not see anyone diss clickies. I didn't realize how bad GAT slash cherry reds were until I tried them again. Interesting. Interesting. So I lubed them and still hated them. So interesting that you say that. Here is my honest what I'll throw out there. I think what a lot of modern Switch manufacturers are doing now is fantastic. Because I'll be perfectly honest, you can go get any stock Switch now from, you know, like Gateron, Milky Yellows, to anything. Literally any modern Switch, I would say, comes in crazy smooth. Like, I get that people want to lube and film, make them super, super, super smooth, but like, just even out the box, I will just venture to say that any modern Switch comes in really smooth. I don't hate like unlubed Switches or anything. I think they're perfectly viable. So I'll say that. Now, what I will say is, like, why I preface that is because I came from 2012, and I think that people, I kind of get this feeling, this weird sense that people will contend that, like, the Switches that were kind of getting pumped out from that era, I don't know, maybe might have just had something not quite right. Maybe, you know, it's the actual tooling equipment. This was pre-patent expiration, so Cherry was like the only one making like MX style Switches, at least legally. Gateron was starting to pump out the Switches towards the end of the, like, just prior to the patent ending, and I think that they were like, I don't know, they might have been doing something not so legal by trying to jump the gun, but otherwise Cherry was the only ones doing it. And I gotta say, like, yeah, like, I have some Cherry Reds, and I like using them. Like, I like using anything. But what I will say is that, like, just as they are, they're not smooth. They're definitely not smooth like basically any Switch you can go to any store and buy right now. With that said, I'll also say this. Vintage Switches too, a super toss-up, because you never know what the history of any like actual given physical Switch in hand was. Someone who might have sold you some Switches, you never know if they like swapped out a Switch bottom. You never know. You also never know if they're like too like new old stock, you know, like, or too close to new old stock where it's like they just weren't used enough. So I'll say this, and I think Tejas dropped in before and Tejas talked about it, but I have Nixies in the pantry, and I've given out some Nixies to some folks, and it's funny because they're really, really appreciative, and they really like them. But to me, my experience with Nixies is that the ones I own, they're not that smooth. Like, they're not they're not smooth compared to like some of my modern switches, just even stock. Uh, so just throwing that out there. Gonna be lurking. Gotta work. Have a great stream. Hey, Patness, thanks for being here. Thanks for lurking. Appreciate it. I see a big dislike here for click jackets. Boy, do I have a surprise for you guys. We're going through right now and lubing all of these, and you know, I realize everything's pretty dark, so let me bump up the ISO. We're going through and lubing all the top housings of these alp switches, which will kind of complete what I have in the stream title here. But we are not gonna actually finish stream after I'm done with this. There's a couple more tasks, and so I'll spoil them a little bit here, or I'll tease them a little bit here. Spoiler number one. It is my goal here to reassemble some switches out of parts that I just have. I have a lot of parts in the pantry, and I kind of know what I want to do, and you guys are gonna hate it. I already know. You guys are gonna be like, why are you doing this? Why am I here? I already foresee it, but we're just gonna do it because it's part of the plan. Second of all, just as an FYI, we're testing some stream stuff today. I've been streaming for the last almost 2.5 years, and I never once had any stream alerts or stream notifications on any of my streams. I just set it up prior to today's stream, so feel free if you want to give me a follow, or if you want, I'm giving you guys free reign right now. Feel free to unfollow and refollow if you guys want, just to see the notifications. I kind of would appreciate it just to sort of, you know, verify things work. We already had Andy do it a little bit earlier, and Rolly also gave that big old raid. Check that out. If anybody wants to, and again, no pressure or anything, but if anyone wants to give a bit or two, or anyone wants to subscribe or host or whatever, feel free. Guys, thank you for that. I appreciate it. I just like seeing the interesting, you know, stream notifications because I've never had them. So I just kind of leave it there at the bottom. Thank you guys. So that's what we got. Hey, Voodoo Bear, thank you. So we have TTS minimums are $1, which I realize is really high. I know, for like the what everyone here calls degenerate timing of my stream, $1 might be too high. I know, for TTS. But we do have alerts. We do have alerts for you guys actually sending the bits. But also, I was following, but I followed to retrigger the alert for him. appreciate. Okay, I've missed a bunch of notifications here. I'm waiting for some of these up-and-coming Switch manufacturers to start selling parts of their Switches. Praise Gaz and Heroin Bob for doing that at least. Wonder if there'll be more of that in reference to the earlier convo. Hitting on this blue light sounds like a piece of crap plastic there is there in the Switch that shouldn't be. Patness was here. Hi Pat, bye Pat. Not sure how profitable that would be if manufacturers do that. I feel that most manufacturers just care about bottom dollar over the community, unfortunately. Gotta keep that follow age up. Wow, 20. Imagine not following. Thank you for re-triggering. Yeah, 20V was following. Wouldn't mind it being 5 cents extra for each part or something. Like, I don't mind having it cost a little bit more. I just think it would be cheaper than buying 2 whole batches of Switches. Yeah. Would be cool. I mean, yeah, for sure. Like, I recognize, like, one of the big reasons like and I think maybe some other people don't like Franken switching is because like I don't want to really just like end up with parts. Like I just like not interested in just having like so many parts like sitting around. So if anyone wants any spoilers for next week's or the buildathon I have going for the next 2 weeks, um, here's the first spoiler. We're lubing these green alps. This is my final pass. 3 passes to lube alps with these dry lubes. This is gonna go into one of the builds in the next 2 weeks. Another thing, I'm about to assemble one of the dumbest switches you've ever seen after I finish lubing all these top housings on these alps. And this dumbass switch that I'm gonna be doing or putting together is also gonna be an A build. So feel free to sort of hate. Feel free to hate watch, I guess. Number 3. The number 3 point I wanted to make. I built a Duck Viper a long while back. I want to say like in February or April, something like that. And I did, I also don't like Franken switch names, but what people call creamsicle switches. It's tangerine housing with cream novel keys, kale cream stems. Built that, but then you like end up with just like parts. Like you end up with these tangerine stems. And then like it's just like, what do you put them in? Like the thing is, I don't find tangerine stems bad or anything. Like it's just there's nothing wrong with them. They're just like, I guess people don't like them because they're not long pull. Meanwhile, let me also explain that these long stem, cream stems inside those tangerine housings, the short housings that allow you to get a little bit more clack. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. Like I think there's a lot of people who really, really like it. I don't like the short throw. So just a personal preference. So I did all that work. I put it all together and learned I don't like it. But now what I ended up doing is I guess there's another really ridiculous Frankenswitch name. I don't really like saying Frankenswitch names, so I'm just gonna say what it is. You take cream housings, which I had left over, and then you put cherry silent stems in them. So I did that, but then now I was left with still some cherry housings and also the tangerine stems. So this is like a mad leftover where it's just like, why do I have these? So at some point, Ada and I, we worked together. We just reassembled these tangerine stems in cherry housings. And I have nothing. You can't call that anything. Except for leftovers. But these leftovers are going to go in a build that I'm going to be doing in the next 2 weeks. All right. Here's another hate for switches. Why do Alps have a different pinout than MX bottoms? I need 2 PCBs to have a board with MX and Alps switches. Yeah, there are some PCBs out there where they extend like the actual like through hole so that you can use either or cherry or Alps. But those PCBs, I feel like they're not common by any stretch. I think like in terms of just PCBs you can buy, there was something called the Dawn 60, which I've never had, but I've seen that. Heine does support both. I guess more so, I'm a big 60% guy, so I don't really know much about others. But yeah, the Heine, I think TKL PCBs do have kind of that sort of extension. I don't hate watch when there's mad science happening. Okay. I can relate. I'd rather have the entire stem be longer than just the pole. Interesting. Huh. I'd love to get into Alp switches easily, but now I just need to get more PCBs just for another switch. Hey, that's a reality. I mean, when you're trying a lot of things, it's like, yeah, it sucks, but it is a reality. Yeah. For those who also don't know, I'm big into very much 60% HHKB layout keyboards. Love my blocked corners. I love my split backspace and my split right shift. So with that said, it's that like I try pretty much for the most part, nearly all of my builds to be in that capacity. There's very few that I don't have that way. Um, but anyways, um, it means fewer stabilizers, but it also means that like I can really silo off what my interests like actually are, and so it just means, hey, if there's like a if there's a board where the PCB doesn't matter, then you can basically get any of those like corner connector, like left corner connector PCBs, and it'll just work. Sometimes there are PCBs that or keyboards that are set up so that like, you know, it's a pretty proprietary design, but those are like not super common. I think typically like you'll end up seeing a lot of boards will do that. Just have them in the corner, and that way you can do things like you can kind of just throw any PCB in whatever tray mount. But it's also interesting when you see stuff like there's a few top mount boards that have that same cutout in terms of just casing, and so they don't even include PCBs. And then I also see something else interesting, which is like what the Prophet did, which was the Prophet had its own PCB because I think they wanted, you know, its design to have like the flex cuts that they wanted to put in, but they still allotted for you to use like the standard PCB design that you can get from something like a DZ60, or, you know, among the others, GH60. What else is there? The ones that KP Republic have, the ones that One Up Keyboard has, they all kind of like have the same design. So with that said, it's that like what's really cool in my opinion is that because I'm a 60% user, there's been this influx of 60% alps PCBs. So a lot of the thinking is like been taken care of at this stage in 2021. So I like that. We are almost finished up. We got fewer than 10 left. We're only about an hour and a half in. So yeah, that was one thing. We're almost done here. We're gonna assemble some stupid ass switches. And also after that, if anyone's interested, again, because this is the whole purpose of this is I'm just doing some chores here and we're kind of using this as a test stream. I also just want to make mention, I've just installed Marbles for the first time. So if anyone is interested in just playing a test round of Marbles, I don't have currently any real prize to give, but if you guys just want to play and entertain me while I like test what Marbles is actually like, stick around for that. If you want, we can make the prize. Again, I don't have any prize. If you want, we can make the prize. I'll leave your name up for the duration of the stream, like on the broadcast. So we'll do that. I'll write your name in onto the screen, like up here at the top or something. That's the prize. I just want my dub. All right. So you guys like Marbles, I guess. It's funny. I actually got my first Marbles win on Tim's stream. And it was for an extra entry into his monthly Novel Keys gift card giveaway. So it's like it wasn't necessarily a prize that is like tangible, but it was a chance at a prize that was tangible. Did somebody say Marbles? Yeah. So we're gonna be, and just so that it's clear, next week's the next 2 weeks of Buildathon streams, we're gonna be running these giveaways, and the giveaways are gonna be run through marbles. I just feel like that's commonly the way that I guess people enjoy watching giveaways unfold. But also with that said, you guys have to also teach me how to use marbles, because I was just trying it by myself earlier, and boy was I struggling. I mean, I gotta say, I did not know what I was doing. So let me know. Let me know. We'll go over it together. By the way, I got a new term to pitch to you if you want to hear it. Something that has been bugging me that I hear around in this community. What is it? Let's hear it. All right, we also finished, by the way, guys. We finally finished the last pass of lubing the green alps here. Still a widow. Let's hear it. I'm curious. You have my interest. All right. So, meanwhile, while you pitch it, I'm gonna go look for the stuff I need to look for. So we're going here to the pantry, the keyboard pantry. What we got? What is it that I'm looking for? Where did I put it? Ah, here we go. Here's this part of it. This is like half of it. What else we got? I'm gonna wash my hands. I just like lubed with this RO59. I realized I just touched my face. If anyone cares to know, by the way, my keyboard pantry is pretty high. I need this step stool. I think what I'm looking for might be pretty up high. The keyboard stuff goes up all the way to the top here. So we got this. I think there's got to be a little bit more somewhere else. Let me look. Could it be? Where could it be? Oh man, I don't want to pull stuff out and it's not there. Let's see. It's not in there. There we go. We got a couple of these random boxes that I have labeled here, springs and stems. And more than one of them while we're at it. Whoops. All right. All right, let's see what we got. This guy has a pantry just for keyboard stuff. Now he has a kitchen just for keyboard stuff. Okay, instead of split backspace, let's call a more apt naming scheme. It's a drop the backspace. We're dropping the backspace down a row onto the pipe key. You split a space bar. It's still in the same spot, broken up. That makes sense. But we're not doing that when you have a split backspace. Ooh, interesting. So here's the thing. I think the frustration comes from. Sorry. The frustration, I think, comes from the fact that typically this is a 2-unit backspace that we're cutting in half. And so it's like we think of the backspace positioning. And so it's like this is like a matter of semantics of the backspace positioning has been split into 2, but the frustration is that like, well, the backspace moved here, we dropped it. So I can see where you're going with that. I think there's also this weird reality that the HHKB, specifically the actual HHKB, I believe has an option to turn one of the top two that you split into backspace. And I think that that's one argument for it, even though that is not common. I feel like that's not really common. But I think there are configurations that you can put through the dip switches on an HHKB to make this key the backspace. It's terrible. It's really bad. Nah, split backspace term would still exist for people that have 1U backspace for TKLs. Yeah. And like there's even I'm sure there's like just vintage boards that have that too, and it's not good. we'll we'll go with that. All right. Let me see what we got here. I have like these boxes of primarily unorganized stuff. Let's see if we can poke around and find what I want. It's not in here. Here we go. I have these old things from a long while back. Aha! Okay, take a look. Oh. If it was a 1 unit split backspace, that would make sense for that scenario. I agree. Check this out, guys. Ignore these random post-it notes. I think these I was using to soak up some oil. But we got some cherry blue stems in here. Whoa, what we got? Sophie EXE. Thank you for the follow. That's super cool that I now hear when I get follows, because I've just turned on notifications after 2 years of streaming. I have this nutty idea to make the backspace key 2 separate 1 unit keys, map them both to backspace, but then I'll be symmetric for color coding my mods. Interesting. I think I have thought of that too, and did not like the idea. Alright, so I got some blue stems right here. I can count them out. But another thing is that I have a whole other box of blue stems as well. So what, I need about like 70-ish just to make sure that we're good to go. So here are my stems. These right here I believe are Cherry MX blue springs to go along with it. I don't know why these are like darker. And these I believe are Cherry black springs. Now what do I have? There's a screw. I got a screw here for some reason. Now what do we got here? I mean, obviously we're missing a few things to actually complete a switch. So take a look at this. People gonna hate me for this. Gold cherry black springs. So where do I start with this? I don't know if I'm giving up too much information. Boba clicky? No, worse. No. You're going in the wrong direction. Wrong direction. It's not good. It's bad. These were I don't know if I'm supposed to explain this. Like, I don't know how private this is supposed to be. But maybe I'll just throw this out there. I asked for this and was given this for free. These are Kale housings from Kale Black switches. And yeah, all the bottom housings and top housings are here, and I guess there's also springs in here too. And I have no idea how heavy these springs are, but they're all here. And I've heard that these are terrible. It's just what I heard. It's like they're not good. On top of that, they're not the typical like four prong you can use. Let's see if we can show this. You can't use the nutcracker opener, and you have to use the other side of the AIO3 keychain opener in order to actually open these. And yeah, I've just heard these are really bad. So on top of that, let me go rush. Oh, I need to close this lube. This thing is like really at risk of spilling everywhere. So I'm gonna go run to something real quick. I'm gonna show you guys. Let's see if we can figure this out. This is got a little pod here of just sort of extra switches I have lying around. I have some Gap Blue inks, and they are click jacket, but they are louder than any cherry blues I've ever heard. And I just find that amazing. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me. Do it. Let the let the dark side flow through. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. The funniest thing here too is that, like, again, I have no clue. My brain, bro. I have no clue. Like what like spring weight this is. I guess we can look it up. It's Kale Black. Give me a second. My brain thought you were streaming some funky pinball game because of the purple pattern on this. Yeah, this is my EV01 desk mat. Yeah, no, this is not as cool as a crazy pinball game now. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure what I'm looking at. Okay, Kale Black switch. Apparently it's 60 gram peak force. Does that mean bottom out is 60 gram? If so, does that mean that... I mean, because I remember people saying that this, like these MX blue, red, or cherry blue, cherry red, cherry brown springs are also 60 gram, but this feels heavier than this. Black springs are 83 gram bottom out. What you think? Should I do it? I have Kale housings too from Burgundy switches. I put in a dragon fruit stem and first thought. Now this is what I wanted if I wanted a light tactile switch. Results still out on sound profile, but initial testing I like. I mean, let's do it. I think I'm gonna go with these heavy springs. Again, I'm pretty confused because this right here says 60 gram peak force. What does that mean? This does appear to be the same thing, and this does appear to be spring here. So do you guys think I should use the cherry spring or should I use the kale spring? Test experiment. This is what sucked me into switch modding. All right, let's do it. 60 force is the actuation force reference. So that's not the bottom out. All right, got it. Let's try this out. So, who wants more spoilers? Oh, wait a second. That's interesting. Okay. Take a look. I know what this was from. These are finished, but check this out. This little pocket here are finished, but if you look really closely, these are jailhoused. There's something that is holding the... You see that? There's something that's actually holding the click jacket down. And I actually have a build. Yo, who is that?
Who is who?
Is that Alex?
Who's that?
We got Alex,
Yep.
my co-host here. Are you driving right now, Alex?
No, I'm still doing pottery.
Oh, nice. Guys, I don't know. I'm spoiling a lot of things for stream right now.
Everybody stop listening.
So, Alex is on doing some pottery. Should I let them know that our big secret we're gonna be revealing tomorrow, the giveaway list.
Ooh.
So tomorrow we're gonna actually publicize the giveaway list on Instagram. So stay tuned for that. But if anyone wants a sneak preview, Alex has graciously donated a pottery item to the list of giveaways. So stay tuned. Oh my god, I can win blue stamps. Oh, you can. Okay, so what I was just showing is that to anyone who's looking, these are jailhoused MX Blues. I actually have a build of these, and I hate them. So I'll put those out to the side. We're not gonna actually use those. But Alex, how's it going? There's also All Hex who's in the chat. All Hex, welcome.
Oh, doing all right. Pottery is just very hard. It's a lot of focus. I forget to breathe sometimes.
Oh man, that ain't good.
You know, that's life.
All Hex says he actually wants these. All right, right on. You gotta breathe, man. It's important.
Eating some chunks.
Okay, so we're gonna go with the light stem or the light spring. Let's try this out.
Can you hear my pottery wheel?
I cannot, but All Hex says breathing is for mothers and nerds. It's true. Alright, check this out, guys. I'm gonna get the mic on. Oh. Actually, yeah, this camera positioning and the mic, I mean, it's gonna be weird, but let's pause the music and we're gonna just play the sounds, the ambient or the very quiet sounds of these Franken switches. So this right here is the cherry blue spring inside of this dumb Franken switch. Oh, who is that? Hey, Wash Bear. Thank you for the follow. Alright, check this out. Cherry Blue Spring in this Franken switch. Meanwhile, Alex is making a bunch of sound on his pottery. Thank you. Alright, I guess we're not gonna hear these switches then.
It's only take a second.
Whatever you say, dude. All Hex says, yeah, I love when I can just kick back and beat my clay.
This is great.
And Thixia says, I still hear that damn click jacket. Yep. Stiletto says, slap Mother Earth.
That's right. That's what we do.
And Thixia hates these clicky switches. He goes, I still hear the click over the fapping of his pottery wheel.
Damn, why do you have so many fucking poets in your...
Alright. Are you done for now, Alex? Because I just want to do the sound test.
I'm done fapping.
Okay, alright, cool. Alright. So light, okay, there's these two Franken switches right here. This one right here is the light spring, and this one right here is the heavy spring. Light, heavy. They sound the same, I'm not gonna lie. Alright.
Untrained ear.
Meanwhile, here's the light. They sounded the same, the light and the heavy sound the same, but here's the light. And then here is the the Gateron blue ink. I don't know. I find that pretty crazy. It sounds pretty different. Alrighty. Continuing along. Isn't Jailhouse supposed to suppress the click entirely? Oh, no, yeah. No, none of these were the Jailhouse. I can do the Jailhouse if you're interested. I hate it, but okay. And Fictious doesn't like clickies. He goes, it's like your dog licking his nuts at 3 a.m. Nothing is louder than that one single solitary loose shitty plastic that has more rattle than any spacebar stabilizer I own. Okay, sell me the fucking Jailhouse stems. No, as much as I hate them, I still want them. I feel like there's a disconnect here. Alright. We're gonna do the Jailhouse stem inside of this this kale housing. Okay. So here's a regular stupid clicky Frankenswitch. And then here's the Jailhouse version. So yeah, it's a tactile. It's a tactile switch. Sounds like a stock clear. The problem is that it doesn't feel like a stock clear because the throw is a lot shorter because of just like you're changing the construction of the stem. And that part I really don't like. So I guess it might, I don't know. I guess people might possibly compare it to something like, I don't know, a long pole tactile in one of those like short pole housings. But I don't know. Jail housing switch sounds a whole lot better. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna also spoil this for you guys. So this dumb Frankenswitch that I'm intending to use, I am intending to use it with some SA keycaps. So with that said, I'm thinking of using the heavier spring over the lighter spring. Maybe just so it can possibly support the weight better of, like, I guess SA keycaps might be heavier. What do you guys think? Or should we just go stupid light? Let me know what you guys think. In fact, maybe we'll just run a little poll. I don't know if anyone's gonna vote on this. Let's go a 3-minute poll here. Show board anyway. Well, how do the two feel at the moment? I don't know. One feels lighter and one feels heavier. Nothing more to it than that. Does the 83-gram spring get rid of the clicky's tactility? Well, I feel like there's definitely, with the heavier spring, there's less of that like hysteresis, where there's like that weird like upstroke disconnect. So I like that, but I just don't know if I like that it's just heavier in general. Not sure. Yeah, man, I was like pleasantly surprised by these Gap Blue inks. They're just way louder. It's like someone had focus. Alright, let's take a look. Let's take a closer look at the construction here. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to do. So this right here is Gap Blue. This right here is Cherry. It's just hard. It's hard to deal with all this. I mean, this was just like, it's a different color. There's a slightly different shape on the sides of the click jackets. The Gap Blue has like an inset on the part that actually like slides. And the shape of the leg is different. See if we can go front angle. I don't know that we can really see much. Then meanwhile, again, Gap Blue ink. The actual plastic slider side on the jacket again has this like inset, and I just don't know if I can really show it very easily. Gap Blue looks a tad bit thicker, does it? I can't tell. I don't have a sophisticated enough eye. Like when I look at the back, the Gap Blue looks even like thinner on this bar part. I don't know. All right, 3 people say heavy spring. I guess we'll go with that. I guess that's the answer. I think the ink had this darker spring. Let's grab another spring here just to be sure. Yeah. What if it's the housing? Who knows? All right. Okay. Heavy spring it is. So we're gonna try to fish all this out, I guess. Alex, you still there? He might be gone. Oh yeah, he bounced. Alright, every spring it is. The problem now is that this like ridiculous bag, it's like all of the housings, it's like not sorted. So springs are just like randomly like thrown in there. So maybe I should like just try to count them out first instead of like slowly do this. Let's try it out. What spring is that in the bag? Spring weight? I guess those are the 83 gram ones. That's what I'm guessing. The ones that came with these disassembled housings. See how many of these are. I like to count them. I don't know how you guys count things, but I always like try to count my keyboard parts by grouping them into 5s. Does anyone else do that, or is it just me? Yeah, these are the Kale Black Springs that are inside there. That say they're 60 grams peak force is what they say, but they feel really heavy. Correction, 60 gram actuation, 7 gram bottom mount. Oh, okay. Good to know. Good to know. All right. This is 15, 30, 45, 60. Okay, so we don't actually need this many. So I'm gonna throw this back. Let's just do 70. I don't need this many. So I actually didn't even need to whip this guy out. I didn't know how to like really count them. Cherry MX Black. Yeah, these are Kale Black. For which Kale Black just says 60 gram peak force on Bolsa while showing the picture of what this was. Okay, so we're gonna throw all this to the side here. Funny Games SK or Funny Game SSK. Welcome and thank you for the follow. Man, that is so helpful to like finally hear notification sounds for the first time in 2.5 years of streaming. 60 gram operating, 75 gram bottom. All right. Okay, so I think this is about 70 or 71 or something. We're gonna go completely unlubed. Unless you guys think, I don't know if you guys think I should film these. Should I film? Do you film clicky switches? Is that a thing that people would do? Man, I think like all the springs are at the bottom. Oil / lube the spring maybe? Like part of me is like, if you're like joking around enough to actually like do like some kind of clicky build, is that like, part of me wonders, is that like, is it like kind of the opposite effect, or you might want it to be like louder or just like have more of the sound that people don't desire and things like tactiles and linears. All right, let's try to, we're gonna have to sort this out. This is crazy. The ADHD switches. All right. I feel like I've just been like hungry all day. Been snacking all day. It's been bad. Like I suddenly feel hungry again. I just like spent all day like eating candy. It's crazy, it's bad. Alright, so I'm gonna count these in 5s yet again. Eat food, I heard it's good. I'm eating too much. Again, I think the key is I gotta dig from the bottom, because the bottom is where all the springs are. This is 45. 50. 52. No. 45, 50, 52. Let's try to get like 71. That being said, I had banana split and a large custard ice cream cover. Okay, from what I can briefly look up, if you do film these, you need a thinner film, if anything. Okay, unfortunately, as I may have mentioned a little bit earlier, for those who were here, I pretty much only have Dusky's films, which I don't think people consider as thin. But everybody, welcome to the stream. Yeah. Alright, that should be 70. So let's grab like one more. Okay. I think we should be good. Let's all throw these to one side. So those are all the bottoms. Okay, now I have a bunch of clear tops. So we'll count these out and just see if we can hit about 71. So there's 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, man, such a mess. 60, 65, whoa, oh, perfect. 70, and I'll just grab like one more in here. Okay. So there are all of our top housings, and it's like I don't even know if I want to count out this random assortment of springs. It's probably enough. I mean, I have the rest of everything else. Okay, 150 millimeter, or sorry, 0.150 millimeter films. One guy had it working right, but 0.125 would be a safer bet. Nothing higher than 0.150. I see. Deskies, I think, are like way thicker than that, right? Yeah, that's like double. It's like 0.3. Okay, so we're not gonna film. I might have some thinner films somewhere, but I don't know where, and even if I do, it might not be enough. So we'll just assemble this and pretend like everything's going well. But yeah, we'll just go and do this. So Mr. Gym Leader Nathan has claimed these housings are terrible, his words. So, you know, I had to like actually go and do this, like when I hear that. It's like, why would I not? Okay, I want to like resort this. I feel like this should go like. Do you say terrible in feel or terrible in sound? I don't know. I don't know what people mean when they say terrible. Everything has its place, including here's stupid Frankenswitches such as these. The most piece of shit switch. What is that and how do we make it? Makes sense to pair MX blue stems and click jackets. Alright. Now this is an order I like. Just like I assembly line this way better. So I'm pretty sure this is way more than 70 springs. I hope. But even if not, we'll just grab them from the bag. But we should hopefully then get through this rather quickly. Just because Jim said. Alright. As I'm going through this, routine announcement. Birthday build-a-thon starting next week, Monday the 9th, running through August 20th. That's a Friday. 12 straight nights. Fun project builds. Exciting giveaways. We're going to release those details out tomorrow to Instagram, so stay tuned there for some of the initial details and for my Instagram account. Got the build-a-thon command here. Giveaway items are for sub-goal milestones. All the revenue that I get from those milestones, I'm going to be donating to the San Francisco Marin Food Bank. Yeah, stay tuned, guys. Good prizes out there, I think. Personally, I think. We've teased some of them through the form of little doodles, but we're going to actually put the names to the items up on tomorrow's post, and we'll have that shared out. People get ready through the weekend, and we'll start on Monday. As always, my streams are, as always, benefiting the San Francisco Marin Food Bank. But we're going to make a big old push. Incentivize y'all. Okay. With you on what makes a switch bad, sure, if you're going for a little clack or a thock sound, you're not going to like a lot of the switches potentially. But I think of it more as what can I make a keyboard sound like? What new interesting acoustic could this create? Alright. Fair, fair. I think that's that's an interesting way to put it. And I think that's probably like a sentiment shared by a lot of people. Me, I think I view keyboards a little differently. Just a little bit. I think I have a minimum bar of what I like. It's not a very high bar, I don't think. But just as long as it kind of like passes my personal criteria, I think everything is kind of just fine after a while. On top of that, I think acoustics are, personally, I think acoustics are important, but I don't think I find acoustics as important as other people do. And I think that's just like my personal thing. And I think I may have mentioned this a couple times before. Like, I think it's decently important that your keyboard doesn't sound bad. But at some point for me, I'm just like, it sounds good enough. Like, this is fine. This works. And for anyone out there who's watching who doesn't know, for me, my personal preference, like my number one, what I think is most important in a keyboard, I think is different than a lot of other people, but or in the hobby at least. But my most important thing in a keyboard to me is layout. One, it's got to be a layout I'm going to use. If it's a layout that I'm not going to use, then it's like I'm not sure why I would have it. And second of all, there's one layout that I use, which is HHKB. So again, it allows me to really stay focused on, keep my eyes on the prize. So I respect everybody who likes to go into different layouts, for sure. I respect it. But it's also just fun and funny that, like, yeah, I don't have to stress necessarily over, like, for example, Geon boards. Until the Frog Mini comes out. I ain't gotta stress about it. I'll stress when the Frog Mini comes out. Matrix, I got my hands on the Falcon. or like, you know, that one's supposed to be shipping pretty soon. That buy that went up recently. But yeah, there's a lot of like historical, like customs, like in that OTD community. And like I say, like the only one that matters to me is the KMAC Happy, which I have one, but only with, like I only have WinKey, so I had to end up, like, they're supposed to come with detachable blockers, but mine didn't come with the 1.5 unit one. It must have just gotten lost in translation at some point. But yeah, it's like I don't have a great interest in even like the 356 mini. I know that there is like the replica for it, and I was kind of like, oh, this one's interesting. This is jailhoused in a different way. I have no idea where this came from. I got no clue. So I'm gonna just throw that in there. I guess I need another stem. So, I mean, a 356 mini, I guess, like, would be cool. And I guess there's that replica version that I think some people have some ethical concerns about. But whether I had the fake or a real one, it's like I would just try to find blockers for it. I've been like more recently, I've been trying to collect people's anyone who wants to give up their KBD fans 5-degree blockers. If anybody out there has a KBD fans 5-degree case and has blockers that they don't care for, you got a buyer. You're looking at them. So let me know. I'm currently the proud owner of 4 different colors of KBD fans 5-degree blockers. And looking for more colors. Alright guys, so here we are. We're, I don't know, not quite halfway yet, I don't think. Almost, maybe halfway through constructing these, or maybe about. And just that FYI, I've been up for about almost, you know, about 2 hours and 15 minutes. So about the duration of stream I want is by the time we get done with putting these together, and when we run a game of marbles for anybody who's interested in trying to get a win for this test run. It's just a test run. And what you win is for the short duration from the end of that marbles, end of that game of marbles to the point where I end stream, a very short duration. I'll throw your name on screen. We'll do that. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Still quite a few here. I can't lie, I'm like, this makes me get like a little bit excited to like build this stupid board. Yeah, I got nothing to add. Just excited to hear what it was sound like. Remember I was once watching Alex Soto's stream and he said he made this mention, and I have a few SA keycap sets. He goes, SA is like a cheat code to like kind of make any of your boards like sound pretty good. I'm like, huh. Let's get this on some clickies. I think I have, I'm trying to imagine in the cupboard. I think I have like 4 different SA keycap sets. And I kind of know, I do know what board I want to throw these into. And I also do know which keycap set I want to be able to use. And my goodness, how stupid it is. My goodness. I love it. I've been buying a lot of different kinds of switches, and the other day I opened a couple of them up and I was so shocked, so very shocked. 2 of them I have. One is the KK Lightwave V2, and the other one is the Palm Cobalts. And I was so shocked to open them up and see how long those springs were. I was like, I've never seen this before. Couldn't rock SA too tall. Tallest for me is like Cat / maybe OEM. I like OEM, or I used to like OEM a lot. It's been a while since I've had a nice OEM set. Oh, I have some of those as well. The Cobalts or the Lightwaves, or both. They're ridiculous. Like, I was shocked. I've been using the springs from Kinetics Labs and they're longer. I've seen the ones where, cause like what I noticed in the light waves and the cobalts, it just looks like a regular spring, but super long. And then I've been seeing these like aftermarket springs where they're a super long spring, and then like it's bunched up in the middle. I think it's like the double helix ones or whatever. Now those are weird. I'm like, how different is that? That one gets me curious. Yeah, the light wave's right on. Well, not too many left here. Yeah, that's how the kinetic ones are. Like, how do you think those compare? How do those compare with the ones in the light waves that are not like double helixed? Almost done. Wow, I grabbed way more springs than necessary. They don't have the top pressure like other long spring. Oh. Feels a lot more even through the press. I gotta try them. I'm tempted to buy some 74 gram or 69 gram symmetric double helix springs for my boba switches. I still haven't had a chance to try like that whole, like the Gazoo lines of switches. I don't know. It's weird. Sometimes I just wonder, like, how good can a switch be? So it's like I still need to try them, but I just haven't yet. That's fair. I expected the Bobas to be a bit more tactile, but content to give them a shot. Hey, here's what I'll say. Okay, here's what I'll say. I was modding these Matthias tactile, like they're Alps clones, and thought they were really, really good. Meanwhile, several years ago, I bought a couple PCBs worth of SKCM brown Alps and just like left them sitting for a long time. And I remember desoldering them. I remember back then I was like, oh, these are nice. And I remember desoldering them, and then they just sat for years and years and years. And I pulled them out and I'm like, oh, these can't be that much better than Matthias tactiles. And then I tried it out and I was like, holy shit, that's a switch right there. Tactiles are a whole other beast with the bumps and whatnot, but I definitely agree with linears. I don't know. Yeah. Linears, I don't know what to say. They're all good. But with that said, like, sometimes hard to distinguish. But I remember, again, just like that first time earlier this year that I felt brown Alps. This year. I know I'd felt them in the past. But this year when I felt them, I was like, whoa. Whoa. Oh, just the perfect amount. Too many springs, but perfect amount of everything else. Alright. Part of me is like, should I throw these back in the bag? I feel like I should just throw these back in the bag as hard as they were to like fish out. Just so that I know now and forever that these are the springs that go with the kills. Okay. Here's my collection. Let's count them up. I'm liking linears more than tactiles. The days are different for me. Sometimes I like linears, sometimes I like tactiles. Let's count them up, make sure we got the right number. I think they're supposed to be 72. We counted out 71, but that was after I already did one at the very beginning. And I don't know. I might have overdone it. I only need 60 for these builds. I only do HHKBs anyways for the most part. Yep, there we go. 60 plus 12. That's 72. Alrighty. Cool. It can go either way, but I think it's all gonna come down to color combo. Fair enough, fair enough. Alrighty guys, it's that time. It's time to run some marbles. So, if anybody's interested, go and tell your friends. We're gonna play a game of marbles for the prize of almost nothing. Almost nothing. Your name gets to be just plastered right on the screen. So let me go and figure this out, guys. Again, very new to this. So give me a second while I Give me a second while I figure out what the heck it is I'm doing. Let's go studio mode real quick. I'm gonna go and copy this. Whoa, what are we doing? Holy smokes, Dr. Huru. Party of 130. Holy oh my goodness. Oh, Dr. Huru, thank you for that big ol' raid. Temptational's welcome. Kimchi Jody Boy, welcome back. Voodoo Bear, welcome back. Alky Walky. Alky Welky. Welcome to the stream. Instigator, welcome back. Cosmic, Stiletto. Oh yeah, Stiletto's been here. Oh my goodness, guys, thank you for all these follows. Toblerone, Killer B515, John Bond. Thank you guys so much. Sphinxer, welcome to the stream. Gerald Druby, welcome back. Dr. Huru, hope your stream went well. I popped in for a hot second, but let us all know what you were up to. And guys, everybody, welcome to the stream. Guys, also, I just want to make mention. This is my first time in 2 years of streaming that I've had stream notifications. So it's really cool to know when people have rated me and when people have followed. Watch the clip and you'll know what he's been up to. Okay. All right, here we go. Give me one moment. Uh-oh. Okay. Gonna pause the music here. Let's check this out. Whoa. Let's turn this volume. I gotta get this volume all the way up. Wait, element. Oh, you're what? Oh, you're 1 hour. Congratulations on 1 year. The raid message was literally that clip from. Okay, stream was great. Okay, let's check this out.
Good night, my end sphincter. My sphincter at my at the end of my my ass. Bye bye tomorrow.
What?
Oh, that was work.
Dr. Huru, I hope you're alright. I hope you're doing alright. Excellent. Guys, welcome. Everybody welcome from the from the big old stream, the big old raid. Hope you guys enjoyed Dr. Huru's night, and thank you so much for this big raid. While everyone's here, we'll just recap a little bit. Earlier this evening, we did what did we do? We lubed some green Alps. Alps lubing is a little crazy because you have to do multiple passes. So we did the third and final pass tonight. We've done the previous passes from before. Then meanwhile, we also Franken switched some of these very stupid switches. No man should say goodbye to his sphincter. I has a concern. All right, take a look at these stupid switches. Hope you guys like. These are cherry blue inside of kale black housings. So, what did we do? Why did we do this? Guys, for those of you who don't know, my name is Chris, CG Buen. My handle everywhere. IX Demix, thank you for the, or I guess 9 Demix, thank you for the follow. For those who don't know, I been in the keyboard hobby for a little bit. Took a little break and I've been back for the last year. But I do want to just make mention, I do have a build-a-thon going on starting next week, Monday the 9th, running through August 20th. that's 12 consecutive nights that I'm going to be building personal keyboards for my collection that are not already built. The green alps that we finally did the last pass of lubing for, as well as these stupid Franken switches, are among some of the things that you're going to see in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, that's 12 nights of fun projects we got going on. That's also 12 nights of exciting giveaways. So stay tuned. Tomorrow, sometime in the afternoon on Instagram, we're going to be releasing the giveaway details, what all the milestones are and what the prizes are. So for more information, you can check out the early flyer that doesn't have that information yet, but you can also use that to follow me on Instagram for anybody who hasn't already done so. Been posting keyboard content all week. We're going to keep posting keyboard content for the duration of the build-a-thon as well, and more in the future. Aside from that, what I also want to say is that the revenue that I do get from the actual subs as we hit all the goals is going to go to the San Francisco Marin Food Bank. It's a charity that I've been working with for the last couple of years, one that I really appreciate and which helps the community around me. So more details about how the giveaways are going to be structured, because we have to we've been trying to finally tune this. We're going to hope that it's going to be successful. So come check it out. Personal builds, best raid message ever. I mentioned the raid was coming by the Twitch clip. Seen it by now. Have you leaked any of the boards that you're building? We did do a little bit of a leak of some of the boards during the first Build-a-thon announcement stream, which was a couple weeks ago. We did leak a little bit yesterday. For those who were here, I'll give two. I'll give two of the flavors here. We got them from all over the spectrum. We're gonna have a couple of just like pretty simple, they're gonna be simpler builds that you're gonna see, but they are in ways interesting. We're gonna see a couple of trays, but we're gonna make the trays interesting. Meanwhile, we're gonna start Monday with a PH60. It's a polycarbonate 60% layout board, and what you're gonna see throughout the couple of weeks that we're doing this is a healthy mix of both MX boards as well as Alps. So stay tuned. More details are gonna be dropped tomorrow, even about the builds, in addition to all those giveaways. So guys, thank you and welcome to the stream. We did wrap up the chores that we wanted to get done for this stream, but like I mentioned a little bit earlier, and it's in the title here, this was a chore stream, but this was also a stream for which we were going to be just testing a few things out. I've been streaming for about 2 years now, and I've never had stream alerts, and I literally just set that up in like the hour before I started stream today. So thank you guys for all the follows, for helping me sort of see how stream alerts actually work. Shouts out to some of the big old raids we had tonight. We had a big one from Rolly earlier, and a big old one from Dr. Huru just now. So shouts out to both of y'all. Let's see. Shouts out to Rolly. Shouts out to my good man here, Dr. Huru. Alki Walky, thank you for the follow. Okay, so in addition to this, I've never run my own like sort of build-a-thon, subathon, or anything like this before, but best believe I have been trying to do as much preparation for it as possible to have it run smooth and to have it be enjoyable for y'all. But with that said, there's a lot of things that are new to me. So another thing that I just want to make mention of, I have a way that auto shuts out raids and they come in. So another thing that I just want to make mention of is that next week, the couple weeks we have for the build-a-thon, we're going to be doing some giveaways. What I think people commonly like is seeing their giveaways being done through Marbles on stream. So I've just installed that also right before I started streaming tonight. And I wanted to give it a little test run. So unfortunately, I don't have any sort of like physical prizes that I can send out to you guys today because they're all being sort of saved here for the the build-a-thon the next couple weeks. But what I will do, can you ban Cow from all future giveaways, please? Thanks. Wow. Cower, welcome. Always fantastic to have you in here. And Cow, you'll have your fair shot. Don't you worry. Sounds like a story day. All right. So with that said, I do want to just run like some marbles test games just because I've never run a marbles before. Again, like I say, I don't have any physical prizes to send out to y'all, but what I will do is that the short duration between the end of the marbles game and when I close stream for the night, I'll put your name up on screen. We'll do that. Is that cool with you guys? So give me a second here while I try to figure out how to actually run marbles. There's a few things here I think I'm trying to set up as well. Just give me a moment. Copy. Let's try to paste this. Alrighty. Let's move these down. Alright. Troubleshooting here. Give me a little bit. Whoa. That don't seem right. One second, guys. I try to address a few things. Apologize for this this delay. Hey, shouts out to everybody. Frank, welcome to the stream. Thank you for hitting all that. Are we bounding Cower? Copy, paste this here. There we go. Okay. Hey, Frank, you're a mod. Frank, you want to help me troubleshoot how to run marbles? Oh, Frank is working. All right. Oh, okay. What can I do for you? No, I just need to learn how to use marbles. Do you have the game running already? I'm working on it right now. I'm Give me a second here. Also, Frank, if you so please, if you wanted to hop onto my Discord, you can hop into this voice channel, and we can chat marbles. Make sure that I'm running this properly. Yeah. Done this so far. But I think the actual thing is actually playing marbles as the guy who's running it. So that part, like, yeah, guys, Kimchi, Frank, I'm good. I'm good on like setting it up. I was actually doing that a little bit before stream. The part that was confusing is actually like administering the game.
Got it. I'm here.
Hey, what's going on, Frank? Let me raise your volume a little bit.
Just let me know when you're ready to put the game onto the stream, and then I'll walk
Okay.
you through it.
Okay.
A few things to. It's
Alright,
really
alright.
easy, it's not that hard.
Okay.
I can do it.
Am I supposed to be showing this? Because, well, I'm showing this now.
You won't leak any personal information through. Yeah, you're fine. Just go to top right, select platform.
Select platform.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm already logged in.
Are you sure?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna wait for you to.
I'm right here. I'm right
No,
here.
you're not.
I'm not.
Did you click Twitch?
I did. Well, it's. Yeah, yeah. I already did this a little bit earlier. I mean, I'm like logged in up here already.
Got it. Go to
Yeah.
race.
Okay.
Cause I'm not sure if okay. Go to race.
Okay, I'm at race.
Pick any map.
Pick any map. All right.
Just select it and then go.
All right. Let's go to this long one here.
Do a test run.
All right. Do I just hit race?
Wait, hold on. See, you're not logged into the thing because the viewer option is not showing. Can you just go through the select profile platform process one more time just to make sure?
Okay. Okay.
Once you click Twitch, it would kick you out to a browser.
Yeah, the
where
browser.
you sign in.
Yeah, so I just opened the browser. I mean, the game capture is not showing it, but the browser says
That's
I'm
fine.
logged in.
Yeah. See, now you're logged in. Now you can see the viewer option is available.
Ah.
So that now you can do a race.
Okay. Okay. So did I choose
No,
one
you
already,
got-
or do it? What do we do? Do we
You
do a
already
vote?
chose the map, so you're gonna click race and then.
All right. I'll click race then.
People will be able to type in exclamation point play to enter the race.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool.
And
All
it
right.
should pop up.
All right. So how long do I run this for?
That's up to you. You can do for like a minute or two.
Is there like
Um,
is there a timer or is there like a
Yeah, so if there's a small arrow key right next to start.
yeah? Is it
click
this
that.
enter countdown?
Exactly.
Okay. So how long should I run this? Like
60 seconds to 120 seconds, up to you.
all right. Let's
It's
do
really-
90 seconds.
Sure, 90 seconds.
All right. Race starts in 90 seconds, guys.
And if you want to join the race, you can join the race by clicking join on the
Ah.
join race thing, so you can.
Okay. Oh, I guess everyone has to punch it in again. Sorry about this, guys.
No, you
I'm
don't.
doing-
No, you don't.
Oh, was everyone already
Yes,
on
sir.
there?
Yeah, people are already there.
Okay. Okay.
Click
Okay.
the arrow again. You'll see all the people who are entered already.
Ah. Okay. Okay. We all good, guys. All right. 60 seconds left, guys. Thank you for being part of my first marbles
Right.
game.
And then once the race starts, you want to press left Alt key. That will display all the names of the marbles.
Ah. Okay.
You navigate the camera with kind of usual your WASD and with your mouse view. Spacebar to go up vertically. Control to go down vertically. And
Alright.
The rest of it should be pretty easy from there.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. So you said
Yeah, folks,
alt.
this is not a real giveaway. This is just a test. Thanks so much for participating in this experiment.
All right. No, I will be giving away your opportunity to have your name up on the screen.
There you go.
All right, guys.
During the race, if you press number 1 through 5, it will take you to the first, second, third, fourth,
Oh.
players too.
Okay. Whoa. Okay.
Which is a lot faster. than
Oh, sick. Okay, so how do I get out of this view?
you can just freely move out of it if you don't like the.
Oh, okay.
60.
Haha.
And again, use spacebar to go up. Use control to go down. And you
Space
can
bar to go
always-
up. Oh, control to.
Stop pressing numbers.
Sorry.
You know how to
Still
use the
learning.
keyboard.
I'm still learning here, guys.
Yeah.
All right, look at Gerald Juby in the big old lead here.
Mm-hmm. That's about it.
Look at him
you
go.
Just gonna let them roll through and finish the race.
All right, so, okay, I have a funny weakness here in my ability to control marbles, which is that I'm running a synergy between like the 3 computers that I have connected to each other. So every time I try to go like too far left, my mousing angle kind of stops.
Interesting. That's
Oh,
your
look at Gerald
problem.
go. Look at Gerald go. Look at him. Light speed. Alright, where is everybody? Look at that. Oh my god, look at Gerald. Light speed. Hey, where am I?
You're going way too high. I don't think you joined.
Oh, look at me. Look at, hey, oh, I'm top 10.
There you go.
I'm about to win this.
GB's
Oh,
pretty
Kimchi.
much-
Hey, Kimchi's back in the lead. Oh, shit. Look at him go. Oh, get it. Oh, Tragic DX. Oh, Gerald Juby back in it. How did he... Wait, how did he get there? How... I clearly have a lot of trouble using the camera in this game.
It's best to track the balls from in front of them and track backwards instead of trying to follow them from behind. I find it more interesting because you get to see who's behind the first place instead of just the first place player.
What if I just did this angle for the entire stream? That'd be crazy.
And people
No
will
one will
hate
see.
you.
Alright, let's get it. Gerald Juby. Hell yeah. Gerald Juby won the race. Alright.
That's how you do it.
That's how we do it.
All right, I'll go back to work. Bye.
Alright. Thanks, Frank. Alright, guys. Let me work on this. Alright. Gerald Juby, you won the grand prize here. You won. What did you win? You won this thing that I have to figure out how to do. Give me a second. Give me a second. What the? Give me a second, guys. We're trying to give Gerald Juby his prize here. Alright, guys. Here we go. Congratulations to Gerald Juby. He gets his name on screen for the duration of this stream, which is not very long. First ever winner, Gerald Juby, on my stream. Permanent forever. Permanent for the rest of this stream here. But guys, thank you so much for participating in my inaugural marbles game of marbles on stream. Thank you, everybody. The rinse cycle. All right. Yes, Anticious, I am running Synergy. All right, we got that numero. Yeah, I was trying to use that numero for a bit. My ability to commentate or broadcast marbles, I think, still in progress, but hopefully over the 12-day span, I'll get a little bit better. Sandstorm so lit. Hey, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. For those who don't know, I did post this keyboard onto Instagram today. This right here being the let me position it so that Gerald's right on top. This right here being a Switch Couture Electrotype 60 stacked acrylic, which is in the clear colorway. But I did not take off the protective paper backing because I knew the protective paper backing could possibly match the GMK Sandstorm key set that I had in my pantry. So we finally put it together, and hey, what do you know? I like how it looks. I hope you guys do too. Gerald Juby has the honors of being just plastered right on top of my keyboard here. 5-head. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to remove the protective backing. We'll never know what this clear keyboard's going to look like. We'll never know. This is the secret colorway from Switch Couture. All right. Let's take a look. That concludes. I think that'll conclude my stream. So again, big brain time here. Again, thank you guys so much for being here tonight. Shouts out again to Roly Roly and Dr. Huru for these big ol' raids. Again, just as a heads up, we got the Build-a-thon next week. That's the next time we're going to be on. Monday, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. each night for the duration of the 12 consecutive nights. So check that out if you want to come see some different types of keyboard content, as well as your chance to win some exciting giveaway prizes, which I will announce on Instagram tomorrow. So check that out if you so please, and thank you again, guys. Also, if you're interested in hopping into the Discord, check out that Discord link. Updates for when I go live, updates for just all the different types of things I typically had streamed from before. Just all kinds of stuff, announcements and all that. And then finally, again, as I usually do, and I will continue to do for the Build-a-thon, all the proceeds from the stream go to the San Francisco Marin Food Bank. So check that out. You can check out the donations that we've had over the last couple years at that link. You can even drop in your own donations there too if you want. But you guys, so please, subathon or build-a-thon starting next week. We're gonna have some goals, and yeah, we'll see y'all then. So taking a look right now, I think we do have an idea of who we might want to sort of raid here. So again, thank you guys, everybody, all of you guys for being here tonight. Take care, and I'll see you guys Monday for our build-a-thon. So good night from San Francisco, and until then, thank you. We are going to be rating Warm Thoughts. Fellow Vince Staples fan, looks like she's doing some keyboard chores, so send her some send her some love, and I'll see you guys again on Monday. Appreciate it.